Yes, this is where you don't talk.
Perfect.
Unless you ask Travis. And that's where you talk the most.
Well, he can't stop talking, so.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Smoking Butts and Tap and Ash podcast. I am your host, Dave, along with my wife,
Angie.
Because Travis ran off on us and went to Florida.
Again.
Because he's a punk ass. And Scott had some stuff to do over the holiday weekend, but that's okay. We're going to make it work, and we've been cooking and working all day, so here we go. So to kick it off, I'm going to go ahead and get into the smoke, brought to you by My Monthly Cigars and fucking good coffee. Nick sent us some fucking good cigars, and I just lit my second one, and so far it is fantastic, just like the first one was. I'm enjoying it very much.
Awesome.
Touching it up just a little bit.
I am not smoking a cigar.
No, but you are partaking in something.
Maybe.
What is that?
I am having an ice cold Reds hard apple black cherry.
That's
beer.
your favorite, isn't it?
It is my favorite. Yep.
I got something new today. I got some Jack Daniel's hard tea. Comes in various flavors. So far I've tried the regular and it was wonderful. And then I tried the raspberry and it was even better. And now I'm opening the blackberry.
The blackberry.
We'll
You haven't
see how
had that
is.
one yet,
No,
though.
not yet.
Cool.
It's also spectacular. It's my favorite one so far.
Nice.
So anyway, we are going to have a rub down this week because I was cooking for the last few hours. Posted some pictures on the Facebook page that I'm sure you guys saw. For the rub down this week, I cooked some beef back ribs, which I've cooked once before, but this is a bigger rack than I've ever found. So I thought it'd be a good way to try out some possible brisket rub.
Yeah.
Without having to buy a $100 brisket to try it on. So that was the idea. So anyway, we might as well get into that.
We should. We
Okay,
totally
so this week we are trying Cosmos Q Dry Rub Coarse Double Pepper Cow Cover that was given to me by my good friend Scott a while back, and this is the first time I've tried it.
That makes a lot of sense now that you told me the type of rub that it was.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So, to me, and I know we're not supposed to talk about this, but
Is this the first time you've been on a podcast?
maybe.
Okay, I'm just checking.
Is it not my
I
turn?
couldn't remember. No. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm your guest. I should go first.
I know we actually cooked beef ribs and pork ribs to practice my signature flavors.
Yes.
On the pork ribs, so we'll talk about those in a minute.
Yes. So the beef ribs. You know, I like beef ribs, but they are very fatty. And
They are.
but they were very good. But when you told me and described the rub just now, it made a lot of sense because
I
I
thought it
wasn't
would.
getting a very strong flavor of much. It was more of just salt and pepper type. They were very good smoky flavor.
They were very smoky.
Very good smoky flavor.
Not overly smoky.
Not overly smoky, but it was a very good smoky flavor. Like just the right amount of smoke. But it wasn't what I'm used to as far as flavor-wise. Because I'm used to bolder flavors.
Yep.
And that one was not as bold, but I think it let the beef come through more.
Yes. Very good.
Thanks. That's my very first time describing
Yep. Yes, you did very good.
your
I agree.
meat.
This, I think, is the perfect... That's disgusting.
I'm just, you know, what I'm saying.
Anyway, I think this is going to be the perfect brisket rub. Because brisket, you want the beef flavor to come through before anything else. And the same way with beef ribs, too. You can kind of do what you want to on those. But They are very fatty. They're basically the leftover trim of ribeye steaks. So they're kind of a throwaway cut. But places are starting to sell them, and I like them because they are fatty. The fat renders down really well, and it's all, I don't know, hard to describe.
Well, they were very tender,
They're very lubricated.
I suppose.
I'll put it that way.
That's one way to put it. But I think the fat makes the meat more tender, I guess. But
That's exactly what it does.
But you didn't tell me beforehand what was going to be on it, so that I could give an honest opinion, I suppose. But once you told me, because at first I was like, I don't know, this really doesn't have, it's just beef and smoke.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
I think
So-
that's what this is supposed to do. I actually,
It did it
since I've
very
tried like a million rubs so far,
Yes.
I got a couple of things that I picked up. First and foremost, pepper, for sure. I actually thought there could have been a little more salt. Maybe like some garlic salt added on. Because there wasn't a whole lot of salty flavor,
It wasn't
which
salty
is fine
at all.
with me.
Yeah.
But,
I'm not
lot
a
of-
salt person either. I don't salt my food, but I think a little bit of salt probably would have.
Yep, I think so. I think this is definitely a great base coat. And I don't know if you would want a whole lot more salt on brisket because it has a lot more fat to render down. And it'll be a little bit more salty naturally. But I was picking up a little bit of salt, and I picked up some kind of citrus flavor. So I don't look on here and see. And I got some like onion and garlic, like the savory components. So this has sea salt, chili pepper. I did not get any chili pepper.
I didn't get any
Other
chili
spices,
pepper either.
dehydrated garlic and onion. There's the savory paprika, which for color, I'm sure, and citric acid. So there we go.
There's your citrus.
And a bunch of stuff that I have no idea what it is, which is a common thing in everything we eat nowadays. This does not say gluten-free, but I bet it is because there's not many ingredients in there. I don't see any milk additives. So yeah, I bet this is a safe one for everybody to try. I don't know what else this would be good on other than beef. Like I don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be good on burgers for sure.
It would be good on burgers. Some good fatty burgers. Some Travis Brandon smash burgers.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
That would be good.
That would be good. I don't know that it would work with pork or chicken.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think those need a stronger flavor than that.
Yep, they need a little bit more added to them for a punch, unless you just want, peppery
Yeah.
chicken. And great, this would probably be good to make beef jerky with.
Oh, yeah.
Like, put a good coat of this on your beef for beef jerky.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah. So, is there anything that you didn't like about this?
No, I don't think there was anything I didn't like. Now, there have been a few rubs that you've used that I did not like. But that one's good.
But you don't
Good and
prefer
simple.
super fatty meat, right?
Right. Super fatty
Yeah.
meat's not my thing.
Yep. So, 1 to 10, what would you rate this?
I would probably say I would still give it like a 7.
Okay. That's pretty good.
It is. But I feel like maybe if there had been a little bit more, maybe the more flavors would have come through. Or maybe it was just the beef rib that I had. Maybe didn't.
I didn't go super heavy on it because
Okay.
there's a lot of pepper.
Yeah.
It probably could have got more
Maybe just
and been great.
I need a bit more.
But the ribs are pretty thin, so I don't know.
Yeah.
But brisket, I'm going to coat that baby
Yeah.
with this stuff. For sure.
Yeah, I think that would be really good.
I think I'm going to give it a 9.
A 9?
Yep. It's pretty tasty. It's a good start to any beef dish, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm going to go with a 9.
Okay.
I'm excited to try that on a brisket. Hopefully they go on sale this week.
Now I feel bad that I gave it a 7.
Why?
I don't know.
That's what you're supposed to do.
I feel sad for it.
Don't worry, I picked it back up. It's not crying anymore.
Okay.
It's award-winning.
Hmm.
We still can't figure out what awards these things win.
Well,
I don't know.
has to be some kind of rib award.
I guess. But yeah,
Mhm.
so on to the pork ribs.
Oh, let's talk about that.
I've been trying to master the gateway drum. Oh, the beef ribs I cooked on my Weber Kamado. Old Faithful, the best cooker in the
It
world,
is amazing.
on the planet.
Yes.
I kind of want a second one.
No.
Yep. That doesn't have the big table attached. Because I would like one without a table for up on the deck.
Yeah.
And then move the one with the table under the future barbecue shelter.
Yes. Big plans.
Yep.
Big
Anyway,
plans.
pork ribs.
Pork ribs. Oh my gosh. Do I have to pick my favorite?
No.
Because I like them both.
No, you don't have to pick your favorite because they're technically the same rib, just one had sauce on it.
Yeah. And they were both amazing. But I just a smidge liked the ones without sauce a little bit more. And I was surprised that it
Mhm.
didn't have sauce. Because it had just all the right flavors.
Yep, I actually went back and basted it with the juice from the wrap after to see how that would be.
Well, it was amazing. You
Yes,
should do that all the time.
I agree with that. Like I used the sauce that I've been using on chicken, which I really love on
Which is
chicken,
my favorite.
but it did not work that well on the pork. It was good.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. So good. I love that sauce. I love the chicken sauce that you made, but I also love the rib sauce. Like, they're both so good. You could probably drink it right out of the jar.
I've
It's
got
so
that remark from multiple people.
Mm-hmm. So good.
But I think the other rib sauce that I've been using, I'm going to continue to develop and not go with this one. I'm going
Well-
to stick with chicken with this sauce.
Yeah.
And maybe pork too. Other
Yeah.
kinds of pork, but not my ribs.
I think, yeah. It was so good, though.
It'd be great on a pulled pork sandwich.
It would be really good on pulled pork. But I think it does best on chicken.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think, because really, let's be honest, chicken doesn't really have a flavor.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it is so much better with chicken, because it's
Mhm.
such a bold flavor. But, man, the ones that had just the rub,
Yep, I got the rubs down, I
Fantastic.
think. I just got to find the right mix to the sauce,
mm-hmm.
which I'm pretty close.
I don't know. I think the sauce is good. I don't think you should change anything about it.
I think the sauce I used last week was better. Like for ribs, I mean.
Your rib sauce for ribs. I mean, I wouldn't change anything about that, because that sauce is great.
Maybe.
And your chicken sauce is great too. But I do like it better on chicken.
Yeah.
But I think I don't think you should change anything about either one. I think it's just how you use it.
Yep. I need to
You have your
I
pork.
need to tweak
and
the
your-
rib sauce a little bit. I'm not sure
I
how,
don't
but
know. I like it.
I think it might be a little too sweet.
No. Never.
I mean, for competitions, not for home.
Maybe. But you just never know. That's, with competitions, that's the hard part. You never know who's the judges are and what their flavor palette is like. So it's hard to. Competitions are hard. I mean, you have to be able to satisfy every single person, and that's not possible.
I'm going to do it eventually.
I believe in you. I think you will, but
We'll see.
it's frustrating to me because it's like I know it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the flavor palette of other people.
Nobody does.
So it's just my opinion.
Yep. So anyway, I'm going to give my chicken sauce on the ribs a 6. I'm going to go ahead and rate that.
I'm going to probably give it a 7. I liked it. I love the sauce, and I liked it
Yeah.
on the ribs, too. I like it better on chicken, but I liked it on the ribs.
Yep.
But the one with the rub, just the rub.
Yeah, the ribs are tasting mighty fine.
You knocked it out of the park on that one.
Yeah,
Are we
I
rating that one?
You can if you want.
Because I'd give that one a 10.
Yeah, I'm going to give that a 10
It was
too.
so good.
Yeah, as far as the dry rub goes, this is 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
All on the baby backs.
Yeah. So good. And I do appreciate the fact that I get to try everything that you test.
Yep. You're my guinea pig.
I love it. I love it. It makes my life happy.
Yep. I also want to thank Louie's
Yes.
Barbecue Supply Company in Heron, Illinois for supplying most of these ribs
Yeah.
and sauce.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to go back because I'm betting they're going to be getting new stuff in for summer.
That's
I
what
don't know.
I would think too.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I need some more Heath Rouse pecan. I'm almost out.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites.
I do like that one, but sometimes I think it takes away from the flavor of some of the other
Oh, no.
ingredients. Just my opinion.
Yep.
I
That's okay.
do love it. I do. But it's not my favorite.
Yeah.
But I do love it.
All right.
How's your cigar?
It's pretty awesome. Nick did a really good job on these. I was a little bit skeptical, I'm not going to lie, because a lot of places try to do this and slap a label on a cigar, but I think he actually took his time and put in some effort to find a good blend.
Mm-hmm.
I have nothing bad to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
I think anyone could smoke this cigar, even like a beginner that doesn't really like sweet cigars. They would like this cigar, unless you just like sweet cigars and you would not like this. But
Travis would hate it.
Travis, he did okay with it.
Did he?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Scott really liked it,
Mm-hmm.
and I really like it. So I can't wait to smoke more of them.
It smells good, I will
Yeah.
say. I don't smoke cigars, but I do like the smell of some of them.
Some of them smell really good. Some of them
Some
don't
of them do not.
at all.
Yes, some of them do
Some
not.
of them don't to me even.
Yeah. Yeah, some of them are not great.
Yep. Anyway, that
Yeah.
was Rub Down.
Oh, yeah.
Flip it, rub it down, oh no!
I forgot to push that when we were starting
Yeah,
it.
and it's my favorite, too. It's my favorite. I love that.
Oh, yeah?
What else is going on with ya?
Well, I mean, this is kind of weird talking to you about what's going on with me because you already know.
Right, because I already know most
But,
of it.
lots of drawing stuff
Mm-hmm.
I need to get done. I have one I need to get done by this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to deliver it. So that's kind of
Mm-hmm.
putting the pressure on me because I have all this other crap I need to do too.
Yes. And
It's mostly your fault for making me do chores and things.
yes. And you're going to be on your own this weekend.
Yep, you have a
Because
big trip, don't you?
I do. I'm heading out Friday morning with my good friend Cammie. We're going to Nashville, Tennessee to CrimeCon. We get to see a lot of our favorite podcasters and a lot of our favorite people. Our ultimate favorite podcast is The Prosecutors. And Alice and Brett that have that podcast are going to be there, and we'll get to meet them in person. So we're super excited about that.
Yeah, that's cool.
It is super
Is
cool.
he the one that likes bourbon?
He loves bourbon, yes.
We would get
Yes.
along fine.
You would be besties, yes.
Is he also the one that hit a tree? Or is that a different podcast?
I hit
On a bicycle?
No, that is actually a favorite podcast of Chandra, my sister, and myself. She actually talked me into listening. It's called Wife of Crime. It's
Oh, yeah.
Jess and Russ. And about, I guess, last June, he likes to mountain bike. They were living in New York. He's from the Bronx and has that really thick, heavy accent
Mhm.
that you would expect. But he was on a mountain biking trip and was going down a hill and hit a tree. So now he is paralyzed. So,
That sucks.
yep. But he has a great sense of humor about it. He makes jokes about it a lot, which is great that he can do that. But
He does a lot of AKAs. Is that right?
AKAs, yes, he does a lot of AKAs. One episode he said, AKA Lieutenant Dan,
That's pretty funny.
after his accident.
I mean, it's terrible, but it's hilarious.
It is terrible, but he has a great, attitude, and they're a really good team, like
Yeah.
you and myself.
Yep.
They're a great team, and they have a really good podcast, and it's pretty good,
Yep. That's cool.
pretty neat. But
That
I'm
one I don't
excited.
really hate to listen to when I'm in
Yeah.
the car with you.
Well,
'Cause
you
I
know,
do like to listen to him talk.
I know he's so funny. He is hilarious. If you guys get a chance, go listen to that. He's really great. But I do love Alice and Brett too, and they have another podcast.
Is he the one with the southern accent?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, and I love that. But they have another podcast called The Legal Briefs, the prosecutor's legal briefs, and they talk about different legal things and court requirements and the constitutional law and things like that. So it's interesting if you're kind of a nerdy person like me when it comes to crime and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a nerdy crime podcast, so
That's cool.
talking about things like that.
Nice.
Anyway,
Have you guys made plans to eat anywhere good? Like, you gotta eat out at least one time.
Not yet. So we're hoping not to even leave the hotel, Opry Mills Hotel.
I mean, you kind of don't have to there.
You don't. There are so many amazing places to eat just within the hotel. So, our goal is mostly to meet our favorite podcasters and our favorite people and things. So
Yep.
they have a lot of awesome guests coming besides our favorite podcasters. So,
Are there going to be any
Speaking-
murderers there, like locked up
well, I
in
mean,
chains?
there's probably going to be a lot of murderers there, Dave,
Yeah,
that haven't been caught yet. But
probably so.
I don't know. It's a lot of families of victims.
Yeah.
Jean-Benet Ramsey, her dad, John Ramsey, is going to be there.
Mhm.
Gabby Petito's mom, dad, and their spouses are going to be there. So that will be interesting to kind of hear their story. Just a lot of different people are going to be there. So also, just a side note, Dave thinks I'm weird because
Oh, yeah.
I
Most definitely.
listen to all of the crime.
All the most depressing shit
Well,
you can listen to.
it is, but you can also learn a lot from it.
I like happy things.
I do too. I watch and listen to happy things as well.
I don't remember you
But-
doing that in a long time.
So, Alice and Brett and Jess and Russ from Wife of Crime, respectfully, they are funny too. I mean, they give their opinions and in their own way, it's not disrespectful in any way, but it makes it interesting and not so depressing.
Okay.
So that's why I like them so much.
That's cool. I'm kind of jealous because I've always wanted to stay at the Opry Mills Hotel,
Mm-hmm.
Opryland Hotel,
Mm-hmm.
whatever it's called. It's the
Whatever
Opry
it's
Mills Mall.
Yeah.
It's right next door, Opryland Hotel.
Yeah.
Because that is the most amazing place on the planet that I've ever been to. It's like a city inside of a building.
Mm-hmm.
To everyone who hasn't ever been there, we've snuck in quite a few times and just walked around,
Yeah.
hung out, and bought
Yeah.
some $8 waters. That was bullshit.
Yeah. Well, we only purchased the $8 bottle of water because Oliver was having
Yes,
a
he was
really
allergic
hard
to something
time
in there.
breathing. He was allergic to something in the air. They have so many different plants and their water features and different things, and he had some kind of reaction, so he was struggling.
Yep.
That was terrible.
Yep.
It was pretty awful.
It was also like 140 degrees outside.
It really was. Yeah, it was really bad. But your dog is wanting to go.
Yeah, she sucks.
She's so obnoxious sometimes.
And she's going to bark to come back out in like 3 minutes.
If that. If that.
Anyway,
But you know, you're a big nerd and you go to Comic Cons and things, so
yep.
I'm just a crime nerd.
Okay.
It's okay.
Whatever, dude.
And Cammie and I are gonna have a blast.
I don't doubt that. You think Tammy will make an appearance?
Nah.
We'll
I don't
see.
think so.
If she does, I need to know about it.
We're gonna hydrate. We're gonna hydrate.
I don't know.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
There is a moonshine bar in the mall next door.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I would say we would walk over there, but I don't know if we could walk back.
Yeah, probably not.
I'm not crazy about moonshine anyway.
It's so delicious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you been watching anything else that I don't know about? Or something that I do know about and you want to talk about?
Oh my gosh. Well, you know, we just wrapped up Will Trent.
Yep. The
If-
second season, we are caught up, and I believe that was the finale.
That was the finale.
Unfortunately.
Dang it. That show, I was surprised at how good that show really was.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Like, it is very, very good.
Yep. That's a highly recommend.
Highly recommend. 10 out of
Will
10.
Trent. 2 first names.
Will Trent.
Spectacular.
It is. It's very, very good. It's very good. It's one of those shows where you can't, you have to watch it until you're caught up. But then when you're caught up, you're really sad.
Yep, and you're pissed off.
And yes, and you're upset and you don't want it to be the last episode.
Yep.
But they are scheduled to do season 3, so that's exciting.
What's the other show we were watching and we're caught up on now?
Tracker.
Yes.
Tracker is
Shit.
excellent. Oh my gosh.
I think that was the finale of that one, too.
Was it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I'm really sad about that now,
Yep.
too.
I can't remember the actor's name that played Dean in Supernatural.
Jensen Ackles.
Yes, Jensen Ackles
I love him.
appeared on like the 9th episode as his brother.
Mm-hmm.
And I really hope he's back in the second season as a full-time
Yes.
cast member and maybe their partners. Or,
It was very good, and there were a lot of supernatural references
yes.
that were great.
Yep, there was a black Impala
So
sitting
great.
next
Yes.
to them, and when he got in the truck, he gave it a pat.
Yeah, it was really great. That's a really good show. I'm trying to remember anything else that we've...
Both of them are from Smallville. Did you know that?
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about
Yeah.
that. That's an old...
Which Jensen Ackles was my least favorite character on Smallville.
Yeah, I don't know if I
It's
even
terrible.
remember.
He was Lana's boyfriend in the 3rd season.
Okay.
Yeah, it was bad.
I must have blocked it out.
That's right before Supernatural started.
Yeah.
And then the
Which
other guy,
super.
which
Go ahead.
I can't ever remember anybody's names. The main guy in Tracker,
Mm-hmm.
he was the Green Arrow in
Yes.
Supernatural.
Yes.
Not Supernatural, it's Smallville.
Smallville. But Supernatural, if you haven't watched Supernatural, that is an amazing show.
Yes, it is. It's
It-
a large undertaking now that it's all over and has 20 seasons, or
Mm-hmm.
it's 15 seasons, I think.
Something
Totally
like that.
worth it. If
Oh,
you
it's
like
so good.
fantasy, sci-fi, monsters,
Mm-hmm.
anything like that, you're going to love it.
Mm-hmm. It's very, very good. Very good.
Yeah.
I actually missed that show. I do miss that show.
Yeah, me too.
But I don't know how much more they could have done.
Nothing.
Yeah. There she is.
Your stupid dog wants
There
back
she
out.
is. Looking at you like, why aren't you letting me out? Yes, for those of you that don't know, we have a Chihuahua. She's very angry, Chihuahua.
And she's a little asshole.
But she's lovable,
Sometimes.
but also a jerk. I know. She's my buddy. When I am home by myself, she follows me around and just waits for me to carry her like a baby.
Yep, pretty
She's
much.
pretty weird.
How's your drink going?
Good. As usual, it's good.
Yeah.
I don't think it's has a lot of alcohol in it.
I think those are 5%. More
Are
than
they?
beer.
Yeah, 5%.
It's a hobby of mine to memorize the alcohol content on all
Yes.
drinks.
Yeah, I'm glad you do.
Kind of weird. Mine also has 5% alcohol.
Yeah. So we're on an equal playing field.
You got me some of my favorite alcohol last night.
I did.
So,
Right before the
you know what? I'm going to go ahead and get it
tornadoes.
to recommend this to people.
Yes, please do. Okay. Yep. So, because of the big storms, we decided we were going to just order some pizza. So we ordered Domino's Pizza, and I thought I'll just swing by and grab Dave some of his favorite alcohol.
Yep. I'm back.
So I
So,
swinged
anybody...
in AJ's.
Yes, anybody who likes alcohol and pickles, you need to buy the original Pickle Shot Dill Pickle Vodka. It is freaking amazing. This is 15% alcohol.
In that tiny little bottle.
Well, just in any size bottle, it's always 15% alcohol.
Whew. It packs a punch.
Well, a normal shot is like 35%.
Is it?
Yeah, 70 proof.
See, I'm glad you remember all this because
Yep. I used to be an alcohol nerd, but not so much anymore. I just drink it sometimes because.
yeah.
But I used to be way down the craft beer and bourbon hole.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just partake every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's still
Now
pretty
that
good.
we're older and
Yeah.
can't handle it as much.
Yeah,
like
the
we
next
used
day
to.
isn't as much fun as it was at one point in time.
Sometimes day 2 and 3
Yeah, pretty much.
are still recovery days.
But this stuff is so freaking good. I buy like 3 shot bottles, pour it in a glass of ice, and sip on it all night.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like the perfect amount. You don't feel like crap.
Mm-hmm.
And it's delicious. I wouldn't mind making pickles out of this. I wonder if you could do that.
Oh, I bet you could.
Like just,
Why couldn't you?
I don't know. Like, I don't know if you have to... You would cook the alcohol out, or maybe you could, like... I don't know. Blanch the cucumbers first, and then just put them in a can. I might try that one day. That'd be freaking good.
Have alcohol,
Just get
pickles.
shit-faced eating a hamburger with pickles on it.
David Clark.
That'd be
That's
funny.
hilarious. Can you remember anything that we've watched recently?
I pretty much just watch YouTube mostly.
Yes.
And
I love.
we still are caught up in some reality TV shows,
Oh, yes.
which is one of my guilty pleasures. Survivor mostly, and The Voice,
The Voice.
or the two that
The Masked Singer.
Masked Singer we watch. I like it okay, but
Oliver
Oliver loves it, so-
Yeah.
But Survivor
His
is
favorite.
it's pretty awesome, and it's very impressive that they can go on for as long as they
Yeah.
have, which is like 20 years now.
I know, yeah.
Which is crazy. And Jeff Probst looks like
The same.
the same.
The same.
Yeah, I guess when your job is just to be in paradise and watch people sweat all day, you just don't ever
Watch
age.
people starve.
Yeah.
Try to survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
it's a good
let's
show.
talk about that for a minute. Survivor's changed over the years.
It has.
Used to, I liked Survivor because it would show people trying to live, and it used to be longer seasons too. So
Mm-hmm.
they were out there a longer period of time.
Was it 45 days?
I want to say it was 40 days or something like that.
Something like that.
And if it's not longer, they don't show as much as they used to.
Mm-hmm.
It's like now, I guess the millennials have changed it,
Maybe.
and they don't want to catch the food because they think they'll be a target if they are the
Maybe.
provider.
I didn't.
So nobody's
think
the
of that.
provider anymore. So
I
they
didn't
just
think of
all
that.
starve.
Well, they eat a lot of.
Coconuts and rice.
I would die, literally. I can't have coconut.
Yeah, they all lost between 12 and 15% of the body weight.
Yeah.
The final three did.
But I didn't think about that until you just said that because, people would throw a fit because, oh, you killed the fish. But how are you supposed to survive?
Yeah, they used to show them catching chickens and different
Yeah.
birds and things, and
They can't do that now.
yeah, they just don't even try to fish. It's super
They don't
weird.
try to do anything like that. It is weird. And I'm not crazy about fish, but if I was starving
Yeah,
on an island with no food,
yeah, my ass would be eating
I would
an
be-
iguana. I don't care.
wouldn't care. I would eat something.
Yep.
I mean, but that makes sense now that you've said that.
Yeah, I did watch a YouTube video that you need to watch because you're a baker.
Mm-hmm.
I do the grilling, you do the baking.
I do baking.
The guy I've been talking about, I can't remember his name, but the channel is Eat More Vegans. He went to a barbecue place in Texas, and the lady down there makes chocolate chip cookies using beef tallow.
David Clark.
What?
I did watch that video with you.
No, you watched the original one, but he has been recreating all the recipes that they use at home.
Yeah.
And the one yesterday,
Because he did 3. He did the oven, he did the pizza oven, and then he did the
you
smoker.
did see a little bit of that.
I saw the whole thing,
I
mister.
don't believe you for a second.
Oh, David Clark.
But anyway, you need to try
You
that.
fell asleep or something on the couch. 'cause
No.
I watched that whole thing, and I think that would be interesting to use to make chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, and his favorite ones were cooked on the smoker
Mm-hmm.
using the beef tallow
Yeah.
in place of the butter or whatever else you use.
Yeah. So, we did make some chocolate chip cookies with a rub
Mhm.
in them.
We did that back in the early days
Yeah.
of the podcast.
Yeah. And they were actually really good. They were very good, but it didn't have a strong flavor of the rub.
Yeah,
Maybe use a little more. I don't know.
probably the Weber Brown sugar rub I've been using on the ribs.
Mm-hmm.
That would be awesome. Or no rub at all, and just,
I don't remember which rub we used.
I don't know.
I thought it was a brown
That was a
sugar
lot of
one.
rubs ago.
It was. It was
But,
a whole lot.
We should do that and cook them on the Kamado grill.
We should.
So we did cook the
We should
rolls
do
at
that.
Thanksgiving on there, and they turned out
Yes,
great.
they were fantastic. My mom would have been very proud of those.
Yep, she
That's
would've.
her recipe. And Max has taken that task over,
Mhm.
and he does a really, really great job because they are very difficult to do.
Yep,
They're
they are.
yeast rolls, and then I don't have the patience for that.
The door has to be shut when they're resting, and everybody has to
Has
shut
to
the hell
be.
up.
Yeah. No jumping, no talking. No swinging the door open.
Oh, I know what else we started to watch last night was the damn wrestling pay-per-view.
Oh, yes.
And the power went out after like an hour.
Yep.
And it didn't come on till 12:39
Yep.
in the morning.
Yep.
So we're going to finish that as soon as we go inside.
And you scared the living crap out of me. I had just fallen asleep, finally. And then, Angie, the power's back on. And I'm jumping out of bed thinking there's a tornado or something.
Yeah.
The kids were both woke up at the same time going, yes, I'm going to my bed.
I just remembered the other video I wanted to show you
Yeah.
also. So I'm a big cheese fan. Everybody in this house is a cheese fan.
Cheese, yes.
I'm not an American cheese fan.
He hates American cheese.
Like, it's okay, and I'll eat it if it's on a burger, but it is not ever my first,
No.
second, or third choice.
Or even 10th choice.
I've been watching Chud's Barbecue channel.
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty awesome also. Everybody who likes to barbecue, check him out. He does a lot of interesting things. He made his own American cheese out of cheddar cheese that he
What?
smoked on the smoker. So he smoked the cheddar cheese, broke it down, made a cheese sauce, and whatever he added into it, I don't remember. Made it into American cheese
American
consistency.
cheese. Yeah.
And he put it in like a cylinder to cool, and then ran it through a slicer. And
What?
it looked pretty awesome. He then put them inside of the burger that he grilled. So
Huh. Weird.
he actually smoked the burger, took it off, and hard seared it after that.
Wow.
Looked pretty awesome.
We may have to try that for sure.
Yeah.
Because we love American cheese.
You guys love American cheese.
We do.
I would probably like that American cheese.
You probably would.
Because the Kraft singles are like eating plastic.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yes. I
It's a
totally
little bit better than
understand.
Velveeta, but not quite as good as
Well,
cheddar.
I don't know. Now, we did get some really good cheese. The Kerrygold cheese.
Yeah.
I know you talk a lot about the Kerrygold butter,
Mm-hmm.
which is also equally amazing. But that cheese is spectacular. And I'm sure we get it at Sam's Club.
Yep, we do.
That's where we get everything.
It's like a Kerrygold Farmers cheese or
Yeah, something
farm
like
cheese
that.
or some shit.
But it is fantastic. It is so good. It's got a really good flavor. I don't know. It's just really good. But again, we love cheese, so
Mm-hmm.
the boys love cheese too.
Yes, they do.
We eat a lot of it.
Well, I think it's about time to wrap it up because I want to watch
Yeah.
this wrestling pay-per-view.
And these stupid mosquitoes.
Yes, mosquitoes are out. We're out on the back deck recording because Travis still is not home and Scott had things to do.
Yeah.
Which, to address that situation, I've had a flood of people messaging me saying, please don't cancel the podcast, which I never thought anybody would say. But,
I was one of them.
yeah, like everybody had nothing but good things to say. So this might be the solution. Angie might be a semi-permanent guest when the other guys can't be here, or even when they are here. She might be the fourth guest.
I'll help out when I can. I don't want it to end. I really enjoy it. I like hearing you guys talk about barbecue and your opinions and your suggestions and all the different rubs, even though I actually get to see them and experience them because we have a million of them, and that's not even a joke. I'll have to take a picture and post it to the page.
No, we got plenty of room. Plenty of room for more.
Where? Not on the
I don't know.
rack. Anyway,
Somewhere,
that's a discussion for after the podcast, David.
maybe.
You're going to have a separate shed just for all the different
That's what I've been
rubs and
saying.
barbecue sauces.
That's an excellent idea.
Sheesh. You already have a smoker shed that is turned into
It's not. We outgrew that very quickly.
very quickly.
Now it just holds charcoal and supplies in a freezer.
So our plan is to build a shelter type
Basically, an outdoor kitchen
outdoor
for
kitchen.
like all the cookers and a place to record the podcast
Yeah.
that we can close off and heat with a solo stove or something of that nature for the winter
Yes,
time.
because he's promised that I will have a solo stove by fall.
Mhm.
You heard it here, folks. Hold him to that.
I will find one somehow with my reselling and trading abilities.
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
So that's the one other thing I want to mention. There's a comic book I've been after for like 30 years. No joke. And I've never even held one before. And it's not like it's a super rare comic, but everybody holds on to it. But this week I got the first appearance of Deadpool. So all my comic book nerds that listen, you'll be pleased to know that I did finally acquire the first appearance of Deadpool.
Yes.
Actually, the whole entire run of New Mutants, which includes many first appearances
Yeah. That was
like Deadpool.
pretty exciting. It was pretty exciting.
You didn't seem very excited.
No, I'm saying you were very excited.
Yes, I was very excited.
I'm excited for you, but
Sure you
know,
are.
it's not fabric or sewing stuff. So,
Anyway,
all
let's
right,
go and watch some TV.
let's wrap it up.
Okay.
Okay,
Love you. Bye.
love you. Bye. Thanks for having me.
Yep.
It was fun.
I'm not gonna lie, it was kind of weird talking to you with headphones on
Right?
at first, so I'm sure that
Mhm.
sounds pretty awkward, but
Yeah.
it worked out okay.
It's because you talk to me all the time.
Yeah, well, you talk at me
A
all
lot.
the time.
A lot.
Anyway, fuck cancer.
Okay. Fuck cancer. Bye.
Bye.